Welcome to Slowmadic Kaylee for today's wintry walk around Silbury Hill. Silbury Hill is basically just a giant mound of about 500,000 tonnes of chalk. It's 30 metres tall and it's right next to the A4, so you can't miss it when you're driving from London to Bath. It was built about 4,500 years ago and no one today really knows why, but it was presumably very important to Neolithic Britons because it is estimated to have taken about 4 million hours to construct. It's in the North Wessex Downs in Wiltshire and pretty close to where my parents live, which is why I decided to make my very first video here. So we got to Silbury Hill and it looks absolutely gorgeous in the ice, but unfortunately our path is really quite flooded and so we can't do the lovely walk all the way around the hill. Change of plan, there is in fact a way through if you are determined enough. I've now got my shoes and socks back on and I'm ready to carry on with this walk. Okay, now I got past the icy bit, you can actually really see Silbury Hill. Today it's got a moat around it, but in the summer that moat's not there. I think it was built in about 2400 BC and there's nothing inside it. This is not the burial cave. There's a West Kennet long barrow, which is the burial mound that's over that way. I'll insert a photo of the mound from where West Kennet Long Barrow car park is, because it's really, really close. This picture was taken from the West Kennet Long Barrow parking spot. And if you go across that hill and then down to the left, you hit the avenue at Avebury. So there's all kinds of interesting archaeology going on around here and attempts to figure out why people put so much effort into building this enormous mound. It's like 150 metres across from at the bottom, and on the top it's already bigger than Stonehenge. I can't believe how much water is in this stream today. I've been here and it's been almost empty, and today it looks like an actual river. As the video zooms along, you can see some lines on the hill. That's actually erosion damage. Because it's made of chalk, it's very vulnerable to erosion, which is why it's so important not to walk on the hill or try to climb up it. I just got to the end of the little path that goes along by the river and we get to this gate, and now I've decided to go straight up the hill so that we can see the avenue down to the stone circle at Avebury from the top. But I think if we actually wanted to get back on the path that goes around Silbury Hill, we'd need to go along this fence line. I'm still not quite at the top and my watch has just chirped to say it thinks I've climbed up 10 flights of stairs. It doesn't look like a massive hill, but it really is. I'm hoping the view will be worth it by the time I get to the top. Okay, I have a little bit of a personal vendetta against these trees. Like, I understand the desire to attach ribbons and see them blow in the wind, but also, if they stay connected, then they damage the branches of the tree as it grows, and if they come off, then they're just litter flying around the field. So, I'm always tempted to cut the whole lot down. Don't put tat on trees. Okay, I'm just coming down the hill on the other side towards the avenue now, so I actually can't see Silbury Hill from here because the hill I just walked over is in the way. But what you can see over there is one rock all by itself, and there would once have been a whole avenue of rocks. And here's where it really starts now. This is West Kennet Avenue. It's a double row of standing stones. Originally there would have been about 100 pairs of these stones, marking a path all the way from Avebury to the sanctuary. You could go along the avenue and into Avebury. There's a really nice pub there and also a really nice cafe. We didn't do that today. We turned around and went back over the hill to finish our circuit of Silbury Hill. So I came down the hill over there and followed all the way along this river to the gate over there to get round it. But I feel like I've done enough paddling for today, so I'm going to keep my shoes on and see if I can get over to West Kennet Long Barrow, which is through that gate. And it's the burial mound. This hill, it's not the burial mound. It's actually just a solid hill. There's no inner chamber, but the burials were just over here somewhere. Hopefully I'll be able to make a video there, but if it's too flooded, I might not get through. I couldn't get to West Kennet Long Barrow, but here's some nice pictures of the avenue as we went past on the way home.